Quarantine Challenge Day 36 is Psalm chapter 40, verse 2. It says, "And God also brought me up out of the horrible pit, out of a miry clay." Miry clay is this awful, sinking muck that you cannot walk in. You just sink lower and lower and lower. And a couple weeks ago, people noticed on the Quarantine Challenges that I had a medical ID wristband on my wrist, and they asked, "Are you okay? Did you have to go to the hospital?" And the answer is yes, I am okay, and yes, I did have to go to the hospital. And it started 3 weeks ago when I had a horrible, horrible pain that was in my back and in my chest. And we thought at first that I had eaten something that Sarah had not eaten. And so we thought maybe it was food poisoning. And I had a whole weekend of just really, really intense pain. I could feel it in my back. I could feel it in my chest. We didn't know exactly what it was. And I eventually threw everything up and we just thought, oh, it's food poisoning. I ate something bad and that was it. Well, it came back. And when it came back a lot worse and a lot longer. And we knew that it wasn't food poisoning, and we knew that it was going to be something a lot more serious. But we didn't have answers right away. In fact, I had to wait a whole weekend because you kind of don't want to go to the hospital right now with everything that's going on. It's, every hospital is in a rush with COVID patients and everything else. Not the place you really want to be. So we just had to trust God and hang on tight. And even though, this is important, even though I felt afraid, I trusted Jesus. And He gave me peace through that horrible, horrible weekend where I just had to roll around in pain, not knowing what was wrong. Sometimes we have to hang on and we have to trust Jesus that He is going to take care of us because He's the best doctor we could ever have.